Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Rico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from downtown Indy. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. Room to run right away. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is all the way down near the 20-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. It's a gain of 49.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
On the set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Look wide. Gets this one complete. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. They'll run here with Singleton. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, binding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Now Ward on third and goal. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about crazy.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
He'll take it in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. That is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
On the ground, here's Singleton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And let's give them about 4 on that one. Matt Milano there to stop it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Third down and 3.
18 Randall. 18 Randall. Here we go. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And the Colts are going to take possession.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, how many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk, don't take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
19. Check, contact. Check, contact.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Jones now on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Gun, it's Jones. That's caught. First-round pick, Tyler Ward. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
At the 34-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Ready.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Track 60. Hawk 70.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Ready up. Here we go. Check it look. Check it go. 19 Lions. Come 19. 60 Bison.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And the left 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal.
Hey, smash. 60 Bobcat.
Now Jones on the bootleg. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
Makes the score Colts 14, Titans 3. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jimmy DK now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
we go. Set.
They send Ridley in motion.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Singleton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd and 10.
18 Rattler.
They motion a receiver right. Here's Ward now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
60 Lions, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal Lions. 19 Lions. Look at 19. Hawk 70.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15.
Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, Ward. Headed left, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. DeForest Buckner. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. And he got that all wrong. It goes straight out of bounds.
40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. At the 60, go.
Now a play fake. Jones. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Now Gibson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Third and 9.
Here we go, set. Buffalo leading. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, come 19. Buffalo 18. Steady.
Shotgun now for Jones. Toward the sideline. He's got Tucker. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This fielded at his own 1. And they'll finally put it into this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
Take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first and 10, Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. He was looking for Tim DK that time. Now it's going to be third down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Ready.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 50, Trap 50. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. On first down, Jones. It's made there by Burks. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he is going to have a Colts first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
42-yard line.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
65.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Throwing, Jones. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and a long way to go. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up. The Colts about set to punt, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. That is taken at the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
On the set. 65. Here we go. Set. Huh. Liking. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
On first down, Ward. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singleton. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 79. 19. 19. Catch. Ready?
They'll go again here with Singleton. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They send Ridley in motion. On first down, they'll stay with Singleton on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Warriors, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now it's Ward. The throw here is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Count to 60, count to 60.
He'll try and run through this with Singleton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Press all 80. Press all 18. Pioneer.
He'll put a receiver in motion right.
Steady.
On first down, it's Ward. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Singleton. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Got it. Ready?
Here is a big one. Third down and 2.
70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, here's Ward. Open man, right side. He's got it. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 Vikings. 60. 70 Lions. Smash. Let go.
On the handoff, it's Singleton. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go right back to Singleton. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Cougar 19.
They send Ridley in motion.
Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Ward now on third down. That's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 78. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They go right back to Taylor. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Indianapolis. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It is 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Stephanie. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. It looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.